Yes. Oh, getting harder to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Palmisano here, and this is the PRS SE that we are giving away this holiday season. If you didn't see the video, I will link to it in the description. It is called "'Tis the Season of Giving." Paul gave me this to give away, and I asked that you nominate someone worthy this would really mean a lot to them. So please click the link, go over there, drop a link or a message in the comments of why so-and-so should receive it, and I will announce the winner soon. I'll probably do it live and go down in the comments and pick one. So I'm on my Reacts request page on the website, and I see Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats. Say it louder. Man, okay. I've never done him on this channel, and I had never seen him live. But I went to the Outlaw Music Fest this summer, and I thought Sturgill was going to be coming on before Willie. Sturgill got sick, or someone in the band had COVID, something happened, and Tyler Childers took the spot. This was in Meriwether here in Maryland. Amazing. But just as amazing was Nathaniel and his band. Unbelievable. I've never learned one of his tunes, but I'm a fan. Let's do it. I don't know which one this is. Hit the button. Okay, if you guys are new to this channel, I do start and stop just like a guitar teacher would and give you some broad strokes to take away. New strings that kind of move around a little bit. So, your basic thing here is a 1-4-5 in D major. So D being 1, that's your key center, 5 being, G. Or sorry, so, okay. It starts from a 1 to a 4, D to G, but then it does go to A, your 5. Let me talk you through it. Hit the button. So D, G. And then you got this cool little descending line. Now again, I'm assuming that this is just dyads in the key of D, right? So I'm not picking this out of the air. This is educated guessing with basic music theory. This is like what I preach in my lessons, okay? So, I'm gonna guess. But it sounds higher, right? So all I'm doing is I'm playing a piece of D, piece of E minor, piece of F sharp minor. I'm just guessing in key here. Yeah, so yeah. So what happens here in the key of D major, you have, so this is the 5th and major 3rd of D, but it is also the minor 3rd and root of F sharp minor. Go down, minor 3rd and root of E major. Now's our tonic, so this is our major 3rd and root of D. Go down. Here's your 7th chord, right? Minor 3rd and root, minor 3rd and root, major 3rd and root of your 5, major 3rd and root of your 4, and all the way down. So it's some combination of these, right? And you just go through it and you try to figure it out. Yeah. So it stops here. And why does this work? Why does this work? we're starting on D and we go to G, right? 1 to 4. So we start with the 5th and major 3rd of D major. Here's D major, 5th and major 3rd, descending key, and we end on the 5th and major 3rd of G major. Same shape, just here. So you end with the same inversion. That's what ties it together. So you got 1, 4, and that's all that's happening.
One of these days I'm gonna take my bag.
Love his voice.
I'll be forever just to watch the slide. All of the days I'm working in the sun. My hands remind me of a whole lot done.
Open his hi-hat.
Hey,
Over to the ride. 5
I'm
4.
gonna cry
4
now.
4.
Hey, I'm gonna cry now.
Bass picking right on the roof.
You climb out.
So right there you got the 6th chord. You got D, C sharp, B minor. So that is the relative minor of D, right? So that is the exact opposite. You know, the yin and yang, happy, sad. It is the exact opposite minor chord, relative minor, right? And it makes sense it's coming in here. We got a little push.
You find it.
Down the 5 to A.
Way.
And does that go to a C there?
You climb out. You find it. Way.
That's so cool that it goes to the C there. I know, we nerd out, we're guitar players. So we're in key, we're in key, we're in key. We're B minor, the 6th chord, A major, our 5 chord, then out of nowhere, our C major. So what does this do here? What does this do? This immediately gives me the vibe of this being a 4 chord and D being a 5 chord. So it's like we're going into D mixolydian, whatever. Point is, when you take licks of this, when you're comping, stick to C major pentatonics, right? But whenever you get around D, right? And you're gonna go, play a 7th, just make sure it's right. Whenever you get around D, whenever you get around 7th, make sure you play a C instead of C sharp, which would be in key. So you can think just C major everywhere, right? But when you get to D, you got that flat 7thness happening. Love that he added that in there. Really makes it push to D.
Say it louder. Say it clear.
Love those hits.
Say it louder. Say it
Horn
clear.
parts.
Say it louder. Say it
Look it
clear.
up.
Sometimes it's a day, it's a day. Watch it free.
Notice how there's always room for the next part. When it goes to the chorus, he goes to the ride. Everything comes up. You get the horn parts doing long, breathy notes. But as soon as it comes back, right, it goes back to the hi-hats, horns drop out, and now it's time for that dyad line to draw you back to the beginning again. Great arrangements.
One of these
That's hard to
days I'll
do.
take it on my way.
Tell them.
All of these nights I need somewhere, baby. Longer days ain't not what you want. Say whatever, but that's way too long. So now, hey, baby. When the night's coming on and we're standing, and the shadows bending, and we turn the face, and so
Oh my God, why would you buffer there? Okay, while that's thinking about the mistake it made, you might be wondering, okay, I decided to take a solo over that. You get what you get, dealer's choice. what was I thinking? Well, I chose to start the lead during the chorus when it goes from the 5, the A major, to the G. Now, notice I chose to stick with dyads and stick with inversions because generally speaking, when you hear someone else do that in the band, that's probably where to start because that's probably all there's room for. You come in doing, it's way too big and way too chunky. So if he came in up here, right, I would add a similar dyad, root and major third approach, but down here. So that's the 5th and 3rd of A, 5th and 3rd of G, and I kept it going down. 3rd and root switched inversion, so 1st inversion meaning 3rd in the bass and root of A. 1st inversion of G major, then kept that root, played a D major triad when the bass went to B to give it B minor 7th, and then here it goes down to A, right? And then here comes the fun stuff, right? I'm leading up into A like this, and then here I have a choice because I'm on C sharp. I'm going by memory here. I'm on C sharp, but then right here, the band will go to C major. So what do I do? I immediately switch into thinking C major, and I don't remember if I go up or down first. My gut feeling, since I was going in an ascending direction, is I probably pushed up to D and then bent or did something where I could follow the same line but end on a chord tone of C. My gut feeling is I probably went up to this G, which is the 5th of C, and then worked my way down and then said something about the actual note C and made it very D mixo. And then brightened it up, D major, little... Actually seems really damn close to what I did. Anyway, that's it. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, we're back. I don't know what happened there. Internet glitch. But we don't start over. You guys know this. You get what you get. Keep it real. Keep it live.
Say it louder. Say it clear. Say it louder. Say it clear. Say it. Hey, I won't cry out. Hey, I won't cry out. You climb out. You find it.
So hard to keep that triple vibe going.
Say it louder. Say it clear.
Love those hits.
Say it louder. Say it clear. Say it louder. Say it clear. Say it louder. Say it clear. Sometimes what you need is exactly what you feel.
I love that look he gives the keyboard players. Like, what do you think of that? Love it. Such a simple tune, but done extremely well. It's extremely memorable and arranged extremely well. I love the use of that. Hello? Whatever, I thought one of my kids were here. I love the use of the dyads that keep coming back around and how the whole band picks up going into the pre-chorus to the chorus. They add in the relative minor chord that goes over to the ride. You get the horn stabs. When you get there, it's a full boat. And then when it comes back around, right, it's right back to the triplet, like real toppy on the hi-hat. And then back to those dyads, and it just builds and it builds. It's 3 minutes, 34 seconds. You hit it and quit it. Everybody there had that song stuck in their head in the car on the way home. That's how you do it. Love it. Who proposed this? Sorry, Adam Clark. Adam Clark playing his PRS Custom 24 SE. Fancy that. It says, hey, my wife recently and I got into Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats. I'd love to be able to play a little bit for us. It's one of her favorite. And there's a fantastic lead line I'd love as well. I'd be grateful if you could break it down for me. Thanks for all you do. Adam, should have read this at first, but yes, got that little lead line. Just remember, if you learn your dyads and your triads in a major key, right? If everybody out there, that's why I have a whole section of courses on my website based on triads. If you learn triads and then how to make them dyads, right? Just play the root and the third or the third and the fifth, right? On different string sets. That's where all this stuff comes from. It's so simple. It's basic music theory, and it's in everything. And so that's why you see me like I take these educated guesses and get it right and get it quickly, because it is the foundation upon which most popular music, meaning sounds good to most people, is built on in Western harmony. It's that simple. There's really not much else to figure out, because if you have the roadmap of the chord tones, that's how you make the lead lines that go with it and how you improvise. That's how you saw me kind of say, okay, what would we do here in C? And I didn't say, oh, well, we're going to switch to this foreign landscape and everything's different. Like, no, it's just play D major with the C in it, right? Just play D major with the C in it. Where every time you get around C, don't play that C sharp, play the C. Otherwise, it's still D. That's it. That's it. Know your chord tones, know your triads, and know your dyads. A basic music theory, and you guys can do this. If you would like to learn more, you dig the vibe of this channel, you want to be like Adam, you want to request one of the next ones and get access to this page, I would invite you, I would love for you to join us over at GuitarGate. It's my guitar website that you can upload videos. It's my life's work. It's a curriculum that I've built from soup to nuts, and it supports everything you see here on this channel, not just as far as the music, but giving guitars away, donating to charity, all the things we do. Because at the end of the day, the idea is to just pick this thing up more than you don't, right? Just to keep it in your hands and to keep moving forward and just get a little bit better every day. And you do it, we all do those things best in a group, so you don't feel alone. That's it. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Love you. See you soon. And don't forget, please suggest someone in the comments of the other video. Cheers.